The Chiefs dropped back to 500 last week, so they're looking to turn things back in a positive direction today. It's the Titans going up against the Chiefs.
Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2015 in his 2nd season now. It's Marcus Mariota.
A spectacular beginning to his NFL career. Threw 4 touchdown passes in his first game, but had to endure some ups and downs during his rookie season. His talent, though, is unquestioned.
They run with a rookie. Here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And runs like that, those are the ones that got Mr. Henry that Heisman Trophy a year ago.
Not only is he big, strong, fast, I love his agility and his vision. That's the reason he piles up the yards, and he definitely doesn't shy away from carries.
The play clock's running down. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On second down, here's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff. So they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Morgan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Taken from just outside the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a KC 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jason McCourty's twin brother, Devin, has gone to multiple Super Bowls. But Jason's carving out a nice niche himself as a cover corner.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Pulled in at the 24. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On the counter, it's Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. So with the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Over the middle here to Wilson. 30, past the 20. And in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Mariota now on 2nd down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mariota now. Green Beckham has it over the middle.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota hands to Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Alan Bailey in on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to his little furry bum.
And you smell Dad's head.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down, 8. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mariota. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart.
God,
they had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
To throw Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Oh, did my guy just
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offense.
offensive mistake pushes him back. Now it's second and a little bit longer. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. And they'll go on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive. After
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
They've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
He's got his eyes closed.
I'm obsessed with anthropology, and I still get it.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're
So,
back and set as we resume play.
What room would you do first?
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And there's a flag on the play.
He's not there against me.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
Oh,
Defense.
unnecessary roughness. Wow.
Automatic 1st down.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
But what if it wasn't soft?
A second down throw here for Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. They run again with Ware. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Smith finding time. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
How did a horse get in there?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, my God.
And his throw here is incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Penalty marker is down here. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Again.
Holding offense.
3rd and 20, and no surprise the defense in the dive. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
90-something.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They run it here. Where? And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
No.
We're back now in
during
KC.
the ceremony, you're not going to wear it.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Right hand, whatever that way you still have it.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
You can't put your wedding band down.
Out of the gun, Smith. And This is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
My butt's falling asleep.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Mariota. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well,
and now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mariota to sneak it. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Mariota to throw it this time. He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. The pitch to Henry. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Mariota now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
4th down, Mariota. This is caught by Green Beckham. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mariota. And it's complete. Hooper. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll give Henry another shot. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marshawn Coppridge with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Smith now to throw. He's got time. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now Smith. And to the left side here, Wilson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
To the air again, Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football, but these short runs,
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's 2nd and 7. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. All right, Charles, so you win the game. Not only do you get the W in the left-hand column, you get some momentum for the coming week.
Now when you go into the week and you're telling the guys what mistakes have to be corrected, what we have to do to win going forward, you have their full attention. They're excited, they're happy, and they know if they can build that momentum, they can ultimately achieve all their goals.
So for Tennessee, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week.